All right, so today we are going to, today what we're trying to do is get I want to get like a foundation built for the little pool house. It's probably going to start calling it the water house now. It's going to sit right here on the windmill, and it's going to be basically the, I don't know, kind of so like back in the old days, whoever the guy was that ran the water and filled up all the water to all these miners and stuff, they were right here all the time. But what we're going to do is I'm going to build a little retainer wall right there around that. The piece that's over there right now that you can see is the original from the early 1900s. That's where they came and got their water out of that windmill. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the pool house there. Then I'm going to take all that and reconstruct it into the pool house. So you can still pull up here and get water, but actually I want to try to make it work. But I want to get a little retainer wall so the house sits up. And it'll look cool. Oh, yeah, see, this is the fun stuff. That's the fun stuff right now. It's way better out here than in Vegas. Pain in my ass. This is gonna be a terrible view. My nuts.
Put him up there. That's the homie for the day.
Really want it that way, but
You want to tip it up like that?
I wanted to.
Push it up and then pull it back. Pull it back a little bit more. Yeah, probably from there, at least up to that tree.
You're not taking that tree down?
No. We'll set the house up against it. We'll take out this stuff right here. This little watering hole. Yeah, he's gonna repurpose it somehow. I don't know yet. We might make it to where it comes off of the pool house and, you know, uses all that same stuff and kind of looks like that, or make another water feature out here. I don't know. But once you get the house in there, then you can kind of start seeing what's gonna work.
Might have to put some dirt in there and start backing it up to it.
That's what I was just gonna say. Bring some dirt in there and kind of start stacking them like inward a little bit, you know?
Should we go ahead and take that down real quick then?
Probably.
Yeah, I think we should start putting some dirt in and we'll Start filling it in, letting the dirt settle in there.
Yeah.
Throw some other little rocks and shit in there if we have to. Okay, we're gonna tear down this piece of history. This thing's been sitting here for probably 100 years. And this is where they pump their water through here, out of there into the old wagon. So a lot of the guys that came in from Vegas, Gene, which is 7 miles, State Line, which is about another 15. There was another little town called Sloan right outside of Vegas. It actually used to be something. Now it's not really anything. It is still called Sloan. But a lot of those guys came and got their water here. And then there was multiple mines. The Yellow Pine Mine, which is about here, about 4 miles from here. They used a lot of water off this property. This is the place to come get the water. Was this? There's a well here. There's a well about another 100 feet up that way. And then about 250 feet, there's another well. So right here, we're on an aquifer, which is very valuable in the Mojave Desert, is to be on an aquifer. That was one of the most attractive things about buying this property, was having the water that it has on it, because we're in the desert. Usually do you find water at 9 feet? Not very many places. There's a lot of springs in here in the mountains. When me and JR used to go catch wild cows, that's how we trapped them. We dig into the mountain and you can see where the water's coming out and make pools of water and then put traps in there. So when they'd walk in, they'd go through this thing and then it'd trap them. So we'd catch wild cows and trap them up in here all the time when, I don't know, 30 years ago, 25 years ago. Anyway, so there is water underground, believe it or not, right here. We're at a very high, look at that. What the hell is that? That was a big old grasshopper. Did you see that sucker?
Yeah, that thing was huge.
Dude, that thing was giant. That thing was huge. Anyway, obviously he's getting to the good water around here. But the valuable part about the water being so high here is that this was a garden. My yard was an actual garden back in the day where they grew their vegetables. And, you know, they're very serious about food up here. So they grew a lot of food in here, and the mercantile store was over there. So you had all your cool stuff over there too, like stuff for the miners. And, you know, there was a train down here about right on Gene, which is about 7 miles from here. They used to come from LA, and that's where they got their fresh bread and, you know, things like that. The train would come in, then they'd put it on a steam engine and pull it up in here. This is probably 1910. So it's kind of cool. 1920s all the way, you know. You ordered a new Ford car. It came in on the railroad. They brought it up here and put it at the Ford garage, which was across the street. There's 1,000 people living in this little town in the 1900s to 1920s. That's a lot. Right now there's 150, maybe 200, I don't know, 150 people. So, cool little ghost town. You know, a lot of people left because Vegas came in and everybody went to Vegas. So not too many people stayed here. Pretty cool to have this piece. But anyway, so like I said, this actually provided water for probably years to people with wagons. Come in here with an old truck and fill up out of here, probably back in the 30s. But this was it. Hand dug well right there. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, we're going to take this down, but what I want to do is I want to save every piece and part. And then we get the old cabin back up here. I want to replicate this and actually maybe make a water feature out of it, so it looks like it's pumping water into one of the trucks. We don't know yet. We haven't got there, but that's the plan. So pretty jacked about that. Got it. Ooh. Let's put it up here because we're going to use it. What's really cool is we're getting documented history that we're moving and then putting back. A lot of people tear shit down and they don't think about it. They tear it down and they don't think about that it's been there for 100 years or 150. And who were the old guys that actually put all that together, put all the joints and put it all together and then tied it into this windmill so they had water. Like, so cool. I'm just going to do the same thing, but I want it to work again for another, you know, at least 50 years. At least 30 while I'm alive. 30 years from now, I'll be 83. Who cares? I'll probably be shitting down both pant legs by then. I won't even want to walk out in the yard. I don't know, 83 I should be able to get around. 93? Yeah, I probably really won't give a shit.
Post is falling over.
She just falling on you? Yeah. I'm gonna get it while you got that. Yeah, here. When I bought the property, there was an old bench that was right here. Had old cans and different things for water, and it was, this tree was so overgrown over it, and there was bushes growing all through here. You couldn't even see it. It was pretty amazing.
This post is cool.
That's an old cedar post. It's pretty sweet. See right here, this rock? Okay, so at one point, and this is what gave me this idea for this. At one point, there was a retainer wall made out of rock here. Okay, so they did have, I remember when I came in here, there was rock all the way around in here. So basically what they had was the same retainer wall that I'm building, but smaller. Yeah, it's gonna sit right this high. Well, it's only gonna be this high. We don't need much. I gotta go get some dirt and get it in here. That's next. Once we get this down, we can get the dump trailer in here and start putting some dirt in here. And my goal is to level all this. Once it's all leveled, then we'll be going good. We're only talking from here to there, maybe 1.5 feet, so it won't be much. Yeah, you see this little retainer? Right here? This right here is cool. This is what they did right here. You know, they just didn't have the equipment. They did all by hand. You know, we have equipment to move these big rocks, but back in the 1910s, they went out and got all those rocks out of the quarry, which is about, I don't know, 3 miles from here, 2-3 miles. And they got those red rocks out of the quarry a little bit at a time, and they came out here and built their own little retainer wall. They're all over out here. As I found them, these are everywhere. And they've been covered up by the earth is just consuming them right now. So every day is like exploring new shit out here. Like, it's just always digging history up. You got to figure people lived on this property for 100 years. Well, 100 good years they probably did. Since probably the 1980s, there hasn't been a lot of activity out here. Not really. Probably after the 80s, it was probably, Steve came out and took care of it, but he was busy and he wanted to keep it in the family, and I don't know why he sold it to me, but I think he knew I was going to come out and try to preserve it. But it's cool. It's cool finding all this old shit. All right, well, probably go get some dirt and just start filling this part up. Get this retainer built. Get some dirt in there and then start stacking up on it. All right, let's go get this shit dumped.